Who do you think?
You are kidding, Mr. Hitler, when you think old England's done.
That's not it.
You.
For you prats.
No, that is.
You are listening to...
Oh, come on, we got to do more than that.
Who do you think that
you
you're
are kidding, Mr. Hitler,
if you think we're on the run?
All right.
We are the boys that will stop your silly games.
We are the boys Who do you think you are hitting, Mr. Hitler, if you think
around England?
Mr. Brown goes off to town on the A21. When he comes home and does something and he's ready with his gun. Oh, who do you think
you're kidding,
Mr. Hitler, if you think old England's done?
You are listening to Russell and Matt on the Russel Brand podcast. Mr. G's here. He'll be summarising that thanks to Bud Flanagan, whose memory we just desecrated there on the new medium.
Bud Flanagan?
He sang the original version of that song.
Oh, did
Bud
he?
Flanagan. There's a blue plaque to him on Hanbury Street, Spitalfields, near where I live. Yeah, he sang.
What was he?
that song.
Did he do other stuff? Or was
Famous
that?
musical act.
It's a musical
right.
act.
I don't know.
Don't know about musical. That's your tradition. You're a comedy artist.
What? That's my
Famous.
tradition.
That's your tradition. You're a white working class Englishman working in comedy. That's your tradition. What's
What?
wrong with you?
Where's me washboard? All
There
that
you
stuff.
go. Now you remember. Good lad, good lad. Now, Matt, we're going to indulge you here. Because some people listen to this show. Not many. And they're idiots. But for you. Now, those people will probably love a thing like this. An email about bunkers. We're talking about nuclear bunkers, and you've been long associated with subterranean activity. You're a person who loves a cave.
A tunnel.
You love a tunnel.
A bunker.
Anything like that. Why is that?
I don't know.
What does it represent to you? The
Safety.
Why don't you feel safe?
Well,
What's wrong?
you know where you stand down there.
You stand in the dank shadows.
Yes,
Dank,
that's what I like.
gloomy. Yeah, you
Oh, I love it.
all spits of mildew.
No, I don't like the mildew and
Right,
mould
well,
because
it's
I'd
down
worry about
there.
it getting into my lungs.
You can't separate one from the other, mate. The whole thing's all
can.
tangled up together.
Now, you can have, if they're properly ventilated, you can have a lot of fun down there.
Well, why take our words for it? Because we can talk to an expert. There's an email here from someone called Lee. I heard on the podcast that Matt said he wouldn't mind living in a nuclear bunker. If you did buy a bunker that held only 5 people, who would you take in with you? Well, obviously, it's me. So who are the other 4, Matt?
Well, let's not be hasty. Well, obviously, I've got to take my wife and son. I don't say
Why? They're going to get... Come on, they'll ruin the vibe. Come on, this is going to be a party
I
bunker.
can breed a lot down there. We can have lots of children. Not you and me. Don't look at me like that. Me and
What
my
am I
wife.
going to do while you're breeding? What am I
You can
gonna
bring
sit in
a girl
spare
down
room?
as well.
One? No, thank
That
you,
girl
mate.
from the bank you met.
I'd rather die. I'd rather stay up on the surface and I'll take my chances with the H-bomb, mate. Down there
Really?
with you,
Oh, you'd love it.
in the mildew,
Play
listen to you,
play
having it
Scrabble?
off with your missus, your consensual monogamous sex. No, I'll be up there with the mutants,
Yeah,
licking
you
up
will.
gunblood, mutating into a future me, nuclear me. I'll probably
I
get
don't know.
powers.
I don't know who I'd take underground, but...
What about your parents? No, you're going to leave them up with me?
No, well,
I'll
I mean,
be on 'em.
obviously
I'll be
my
on
whole
Bob and
family, I'd
Sue.
want to bring them down. You could, yeah. I mean, who would you bring?
I'd just rather have the space. Just me. I'll keep the other rooms for my activities.
To help your mum build a lean-to shelter. Sorry, Mum, I'm off.
But there's 4 other spaces, Russell.
No, I've got an exercise bike where you'd be asleep, so...
You wouldn't like it, Mother, if you were down there thinking I was sacrificing my fitness, would you? Anyway, better go. The ash is beginning to fall. Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck, Mother. Here's a cat. I think he's called Morrissey or something. Ta-da. Well, this person here, he works at the bunker at Kelvedon Hatch, which I believe it is in Essex, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I mean, I'd rather one in Kent, but we'll take it.
We can't get that one for you, mate. And this is all assuming that the apocalypse is coming, and it seems pretty likely that it is. We're going to see if we can get you in with this fella, Mike. The bunker looks like a small bungalow, but beneath the bunker it sinks 125 metres into the earth. Matt, that could be you down there, you, me, your wife and child. One space as yet confirmed. Could I rotate that space?
What? I don't want you bringing a string of radioactive women down there.
Just be like 2006 all over again.
It's a body falling off. I've had a jacket. Oh, sorry, I've lost an earlobe. For a second. Oh, no, you can
Right,
bring
get
one
out.
woman.
Back to the surface.
I like the way that's the worst thing about the apocalypse for you.
Yeah.
Lessening your sex partners.
This bloody crazy nuclear war man's in humanity to man. Do you realise I've just got to do it with one woman now? You monsters! You fools! You blew it up! You maniacs! That's from Planet of the Apes. I wouldn't like to be on Planet of the Apes because you'd have to do it with the other apes.
No, you wouldn't. You're not an ape. You'd be...
What am I going to do? Do it with Charniston?
Well, there was women there, wasn't there? He
There was
found
that
them in
one
the
that
woods.
was a mute. Yeah, he found her, the mute one.
Well, that'd be perfect for you, wouldn't it?
Good work.
They annoy you when they pipe up.
Oh, could you stop talking? I'm
Invading my consciousness with your babbling.
I've got pure serenity in here. I'm connecting with an infinite soul.
If you don't shut up, I'm going to have sex with one of those ape women.
Another peep out of you, Marjorie. And I should feel all over that chip woman. Or is
One
it
of them was all right.
What?
One of the
Which one?
chimps in the original film was all right.
That bitch! I would never have done it with her.
Yeah.
No, what, the one that was friends with Cornelius and all those guys?
Yeah.
No, mate.
She was all right.
What about her hands?
Yeah, so what?
Fair enough. Who are we to judge? I mean, anyway, look, let's get back to the nuclear bunker, shall we? Which is a phrase I'll be saying regularly to my new dates after the war.
Who was the man in that film?
Roddy McDowell?
No, in Planet of the Apes.
Charlton Heston. I've already brought him up as a reference.
I know. Right, so if you had to have sex with him or the all-right
Monkey
female
woman.
ape who was Cornelius' wife... And Cornelius doesn't mind. I don't want to put you in a moral quandary.
If I'm doing it... Now, how's Cornelius about this? Because the last thing
Cornelius is into it and wants to watch.
Get your hands on me, you dirty ape, because I am ready to rumble with you. Peel that one back.
So who would you... You'd actually choose Cornelius, it sounds like.
No, not Charlton or Cornelius. I'll go with the monkey lady, if I have to, sir. You're invading my consciousness. I really like that. Come on, let's talk to Bunker Man, shall we?
Yes, get him.
Because he's got on a time limit.
Yeah.
Mike, the Bunker Man. He
What are you
is
gonna ask
ready
him?
for Armageddon. This is your item.
Kelvin Hand, Seat for Nuclear Bunker.
Hello, Mike. This is Russel Brand from the Russel Brand podcast. I'm here with my associate and former friend, Matt Morgan. I wonder if you'd answer some questions about life in the bunker, because we've been curious about what it's like down there.
We can certainly do that.
What goes on in there?
Well, we've got it open as a tourist attraction, 7 days a week. Originally, it was built in great secrecy in 1952. The government approached my grandfather, where we farm 2,000 odd acres here. They took the 25 acres, bulldozed the hill away, built the bunker, which is 10-foot thick reinforced concrete all the way around, and it remained sort of secret to most people until 1994, when we went to see a public tender and bought it back because Maggie and Gorbachev had got together and decided the Cold War was silly. So we now have lots of tourists coming through it to look at a Cold War monument, really.
I want to come.
Do.
What's it like down there? What's the best bit? Who's the best people you've ever had down there? And what's the best things that's down there?
Well, we've had lots of, what do you remember, best people. I mean, we've had Bill Bailey, for example.
Ooh, that's good. I like him.
Yeah, Richard Nagy, or whatever it is, the IT crowd chap.
He's good. He's good. Was he filming? What was he doing down there?
Yeah, it was the Gadget Man. We had
that's a good
Michael Portillo a fortnight ago to do his...
Hope you kept your eye on him.
His thing on... well, it's not trains anymore. It was a thing called Monarchy. And so it's been on telly already. It was very good. We've just finished 15 weeks of filming with various films, one of which was an 8-weeker called Genesis, which had John Hannah, 4 Weddings and Funeral in it.
I know him. I've done a scene with him. He grabbed me inappropriately and aggressively, actually.
There you go.
Was it, Mike, was it down the bunker? Would you like to be down there for perpetuity? Should Armageddon come? Should the cloud go up?
Perpetuity is a bit of a long time.
Long time for, yes,
but
especially with Matt and his family.
Spend a lot of my time down here. We have Boy Scouts, paranormals, zombies down here that stay the night. So, it's not something that's unusual.
They can stop over. You can stop
Zombies
over.
Can stop over. Yeah, and the Boy Scouts stop over.
I'm scared of stopping over. Matt, do you want to stop over?
Well, if there was a nuclear war, I'd be very happy to.
It's a scheduling issue. We don't want Matt there the same night as the Boy Scouts. We'll keep them
well
all clear.
We've got a BBC radio studio.
Have you?
You could broadcast from here, yeah.
Let's do that.
A broadcast from a bunker? Live from the bunker. Russ and Matt. And you, Mike, would you come and be on the show?
Yeah, well, I'd be here, wouldn't I? So, certainly. No problem at all.
What will you be wearing, if you don't mind my asking?
Normal civvy clothes.
Just the civvies? Would you mix it up if required?
If required, we would. We'd rise to the occasion.
Are you ready, Indian squaw?
Little Dutch girl.
What was it called? That early morning programme, Big Breakfast or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, they got me to take my shirt off for that. I thought
Why?
That was worth
you did that, Mike?
I did. It's worth about £20,000 in advertising, I thought. But
who had you do that?
Laugh.
Evans, Yates,
no,
Vaughan.
Long time ago now. Long time ago.
Van Newton?
Actually, Vaughan rings a bell. Yeah,
it was Vaughan. It was Vaughan. Yeah. That sounds like Vaughany all over.
Yeah.
All right, get your shirt off, Mike. Go on. So, like that. Probably frenzied. All right, I'd like to come down the old bunker. Matthew and I, we're going to get in touch with you, and why don't we do a competition, and other people can come down the bunker with us. I'll choose the winners.
Is it an overnighter?
Overnighter down the bunker. Bunk up with Russ, ? That's what we call competition. Actually, I'm looking for love, unless you know it's going quite well.
Can I ask a question?
Certainly you can.
Mike, could it be commandeered by the government again if there was some sort of situation?
If they take emergency powers, the answer to that is yes, they can commandeer your house and anything else, which should include this.
What?
But the difference is that I've got the keys and I'm on the inside.
Mike, you're ready. You're ready for the revolution. You're already thinking in those terms. Like, there's old Cameron hammering on the door. Mike saying, nope, I've been tricked by Vaughan once.
I'm going to be purely thinking of the world. In the statement, but they're all going to be 25-year-old blondes.
Mike, you monster! Okay, 25-year-old blondes.
If the world has gone, you've got to be thinking of the world, haven't you?
Procreation.
Procreation. I've been thinking in those terms for some time now, Mike, and it's frankly, it's not working.
Purely a realist's view.
Yeah, Mike, thank you for bringing some much-needed rationality to this show live from a nuclear bunker. We're going to be joining you down that. We're going to come right down your bunker.
Down there.
We're going to do a show down there, and from a nick and all. But let's start there. We'll move into some novelty shows. This is brilliant. Mike, thank you for your time. We'll talk to you again soon to do the admin for this ill-fated venture.
Cheers. We'll look forward to it.
Oh, lots of love, Mike.
Cheers, Mike.
Bye, mate. Bye.
Oh, I like him.
You showed me up.
You showed me up.
You showed me up in front of Mike.
You started asking him what he was wearing and what he would wear.
Oh, and
you sexualised him.
Of course I sexualised
everyone.
Mike. I sexualised Mike, quite rightly.
He liked it as well. He went with it.
Top come off for Vaughan. It turned out that sexualisation was what Mike was after.
He really opened him up, actually. And then he started telling us about all the blondes that he was going to have down.
I'm going to have blondes down there. I'll do what the hell I like down there. It's my bunker. My rules.
He looks a bit like Benny Hill in my imagination.
Was he peering over a pair of half-moon specks in your imagination?
Yeah, and sort of doing a little salute with his tongue out, chasing people around his bunker.
I'll do my belt buckle up. Off I go.
Can't come in here. I've got the keys. What do I do down here? It's up to Mike.
It's Mike's rules. Mike's bunker, Mike's rules. That's what Mike always says. I quite like Mike. Should we go down his bunker?
He's an eccentric. I didn't realise I thought he just worked there, but so his dad, they've got a farm.
Invented the goddamn bunker. They've got 2,000 acres, I think he said at the minute. I mean, this guy's prepped for Armageddon.
Yeah.
Isn't he?
He could fill that place with, tinned food. He's in a great position.
I don't like that the government can just demand it back, do you, mate?
Well, I think the police can commandeer any vehicle, can't they? And probably your house or whatever.
I'm not having it.
I don't think they're going to be after.
They're not going to be after my bicycle.
Have you?
No, a bike. Go around a mixed car tonight. They're going to have that bloody thing keeps catching fire. There's an email here from someone calling himself Linear. I found this news about music for cats. Cool for cats. Applied animal behavioural scientists tested the effectiveness of their feline melodies on a group of 47 cats. The cats were not impressed when they heard Bark's air on a G-string. No one likes hearing air on a G-string. But when the cat-tailored songs came on, the cats rubbed the speakers with their faces. In cat language, that's shouting for an encore.
Trying to hear
a clip of Rusty's ballad is available.
Yeah, listen.
Let's have a listen. What's this?
Music for cats.
Cat music?
Yeah.
This is what cats are into. I like it.
Boring.
Shit, isn't it? No, it's all right, that. If you're a cat or something, probably, is it?
I don't know why that would... It must resonate in a certain way that they enjoy.
Yeah, it must be. I mean, we're getting really into the through the looking glass territory. There's this ASMR where women whisper you into a state of tingly relaxation.
A little bit of that?
Yeah, ASMR.
From Texas. Oh, I think this is...
Hi, how can I help you?
Whoa.
You lost? You're looking for directions?
I like that.
You'd like a reservation?
I like the accent.
I love it.
Today? I'm so sorry for this look on my face that says I'm dumb as a box of rocks.
I mean, where's she going? How's that any different from JOI, the world of jerk-off instructions?
Well, that I actually know the clip that's from, right? And that's where...
How?
Because
and why?
I sent it, I said, this is that thing, ASMR.
I see you've done some production work, have you?
See, yeah.
Well, that's pretty
I worked
surprising.
tirelessly through the week on this.
You do not.
No, that is an experience where you turn up for like a massage and stuff, so she talks to you. And you can
massage?
Tell, no, it's not like that. It's like a beauty treatment, right? So you can sit there with your headphones on, listening to that, and you can have this sort of like, it's pampering, right? People are desperate for love and to feel connected.
Why do we all need so much love, man? What's gone on?
You need jerk-off instruction.
Why do we need so much love and jerk-off
instructions? There's one thing you don't need to be instructed on. Chimpanzees do it out of boredom.
And I've been doing it since I was a little girl, growing up in Billericay. Or as I called it.
Forwards, backwards
Silly
and forwards.
Up and down, down and about.
They'll feel ashamed.
That's it. Look at all those wiggly worms you've spilled. You've spilled wiggly worms. Oh dear, this isn't Christmas, is it? This is from Dominic Duggan. Matt, it pains me to inform you, Russell's Item Fame game has been proved to work and it's out there for the whole world to see. And the new Walkers advert, other crisps are available, Gary Lineker, other footballers are available, comes to an elderly nan's house dressed as an electrician and she doesn't recognise him. In conclusion, the Fame game works. Not only that, Matt, it's in the world of commerce now.
Well, I hate to say it, but that's not real, is it? It's an advert, scripted.
Good point, Dominic. I think you should retract your email. You've wasted our time. This is from Ben. Hello, Russell and Matt and G. I listened to the podcast for a week or so back about recognising celebrities. Well, I think you're referring to Ding Dong, who's that knocking at your door, mate? In that same episode, you talked about Tom Cruise. It was a coincidence then to be taken via a Facebook link the same day to a comment that Tom Cruise became a UPS man for a short while so he could learn to blend in as a member of the pubic. It actually does say pubic there, so that's a good typo. It was for the film Collateral. I guess that proves he didn't get recognised because otherwise it wouldn't have been useful
method
research.
acting? He went and
went and worked for UPS. That's trying too hard. I can barely be bothered to turn up and do the bit that I'm there to do, let alone do a bit before to help me pretend that I care about the bit that I'm there to do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't see what insight you'd gain from doing a day as a UPS man, really.
No, nor do I.
Understand, like if you were playing some Viking, go and live up a mountain for a couple of weeks or something. Then, just
pretend.
imagine
No one can tell. No one can tell what you're thinking in your head. What's the point?
I've got an email here from...
Have you?
No, it's an advert.
All right, go on then. Go on, do your ads.
MeUndies, they're back. We've actually got samples.
That means that we must have done a good job of advertising it in the past.
I know, that's why. What we should do is, you really support me in the adverts, right? They do really well, because, it says offer code brand. They'll know it's coming from this show. They'll go, hey, there's a massive spike in these really inept adverts.
And then we'll
revolutionise advertising.
What happened then?
All adverts will be shit with no help from the main presenter. Here, feel these pants.
How dare you? How dare you toss a pair of pants at me?
Clean.
They don't look clean, mate.
They are bloody clean. Feel them. They can suck the moisture out of it.
I don't want moisture sucked out. I've never liked that concept. Why are you always on about that? Why do they think that's such an angle?
Right, listen. You know that feeling of putting on old saggy underwear?
No.
You do.
I don't.
Yes, you do. You used to wear toddler's pants for ages.
Have a look at my pants.
Let's have a look. Look, see, if anyone needs meundies.com.
No one does. Least of all me.
What are they? Christ. Like what public schoolgirls wear for hockey. That's what you're wearing.
Which is bad.
Do you know what? I read this thing once about if you want to get your testosterone up, right?
Yeah,
some
why?
bodybuilders do this, right?
What do they do?
You need to get the clothing that teenage girls use for PE at school, for physical education. Get their sweaty clothing and have it in your bed with you. It makes you have a massive spike in aggression.
Is that what you told the police?
Well, I was found in a public school.
Smothered in hockey knickers. Sir, I'm merely working on my testosterone levels. You're free to go, Mr. Morgan. Can we have these hockey socks back?
No, it's true. Like boxers and stuff, they'll start craving.
To make themselves aggressive?
Yeah, sexual pheromones and stuff.
Maybe old belly bounce wrestler needs to sleep with some women's hockey knickers.
Well, he seems like he's got no aggression. Oh, go on then, put me in a half, Nelson, you dullard.
Oh, Christ, you've scraped my wrist, you bloody bully boy.
Hang on, we're doing the MeUndies, right.
Matt,
You know that feeling of putting on old saggy underwear, Russell?
No.
And you do, because you've just showed us.
My underwear's
Christ.
top-notch, son.
You need to know the feeling of great fitting underwear. That is 2 times softer than cotton. And I'm actually feeling that. It's very soft. MeUndies is the most comfortable underwear. I'm touching it. They fit perfectly. They don't ride up on you, and we all hate that, don't we?
I like it.
Russell's got a hungry bum by the end of the day. He's digging his knickers out. They also make you look great. Go to MeUndies.com and check out the photography. And for the girls, check out this hot boy shorts. We'll make it easy. You get 20% off. Brand.
You're getting better, but you're still appalling. Here's an email from someone. Hello, guys. So good to have you back on XFM, which we also are on a Sunday. You can listen to us there, or you can listen to us on Audio Boom, of course. I missed your mental banter. Just a quick note. I'm sure someone has pointed this out already, but just in case they haven't, I thought I would. In Ireland, the word G means woman's lady garden. So in Ireland, Mr. G would be Mr. Lady Garden. Just thought I'd let you know, and that's from Millie.
I ran this by Dan, who's from Northern Ireland. He'd never heard of that. But then G said, apparently.
Yeah, when we're in Ireland, that's what they always say to me, that, you know.
Do they use it in the first person, like lick my G, touch my G?
No, that's what I say to them, you know what I mean?
Oh, sexism from a poet. The worst kind. The worst kind.
No, that's what they say. They just say,
G.
G means vagina. Yeah.
My G.
I wonder if it's like a cute word for it, or it's like a bit more
dirty
of a rude
swear word.
Yeah. They also say Mickey for Willy, don't
There's
they?
not many words for the genital. What do you use in a sexual situation? That's it. Suck my what's name.
What?
I mean, like, I want to lick your, or would you mind sucking my? Like, what sort
Would you mind sucking my? Would you mind terribly? Put this here, and if you want to suck it, that's fine.
Nah.
I don't want to put any pressure on you.
Just for the benefit of the tape, could you clarify you're here voluntarily?
I'm for full consent here.
And,
Use your nails on the shaft.
I'm going to unzip this now. From here on in, I may somewhat lose my cool, but you have consented. Let's just finish that paperwork.
Do that to you.
And would you like it in your misty? I mean, what
are you trying to say? What words can you use
in a sexual context?
Pussy.
That's what I'm trying to say. Pussy.
Right.
I'd like to lick your pussy, you might say. Or you might say, suck on my
dick.
And we are men. One of us is a father, and the other one claims to be the fourth cleverest brain in the world.
You started calling your penis Robert Longfellow.
Robin Longfellow, sir.
Sorry.
Robin Longfellow need answer to no one. Isn't that right, Robin?
Robin Longfellow. What's that about Robin Hood? That was his.
He gives to the rich and he takes from the poor. It's Robin Longfellow. I think it's funny. I think it's one of the names of Puck in Midsummer Night's Dream. Some call me. There's some monologue from Puck out of Midsummer Night's Dream.
Really thought about this, haven't
I didn't.
you?
It just came to me. It's a funny thing, I think, Robin Longfellow.
Yeah, but if it's funny, what if you're having a serious bit of
but I'm not going
sex?
to call... I don't say suck Robin Longfellow.
You do.
I do have serious sex. That's one of the times when I'm least
What
funny.
do you call it when you're being serious?
I call him either the Emperor, Captain Nesbit, Stick Willow, Greedy Guts, Storm in a Teacup. He goes by many names. Neil, are you frantically looking up a Puck monologue from Midsummer Night's Dream? Now that is professionalism, live in action, here on Audio Boom, here on XFM. A man doing research live in the moment. Matthew, what are you going to ask?
What?
Go on, ask me whatever you want.
Ask you this. Email from Morgan.
Yep.
If you had to choose between living in deep space or deep sea, which would you choose and why?
Ooh.
They say they'd choose deep sea because of the insane creatures and magic of the sea over the lonely magic of space.
Lonely magic.
I'd go for space, I think.
You can't barely cope on Earth.
I know, but like, if it's out of deep space or deep sea, right? There's a constant pressure, literally, of massive tons of water above you.
I think it's constant pressure here. Pressure to perform.
You've created
pressure
that
on
pressure.
me. Longfellow, come up with new political theories every week, arguments about this, that and the other. It's
Well,
a pain in the arse.
in each one, you're away from all that sort of pressure, aren't
I'd
you?
love that.
So
That'd be a relief.
you're a nice little bubble of reality
Gorgeous.
away from it all.
Can I swim about in either situation?
I don't think if you're in deep sea, I think you'd be crushed. You know, like the pressure of the water would just...
It's got to be deep, is it? You can't just float about on the surface.
Well, that's not a bloody question, is it? Would you rather be in deep space or at the seaside?
Seaside, please. I love it there anyway. Got a beach out in Clacton. I'll have the time of my life.
Yeah, but deep space, I suppose deep space, that's why, you're never coming back home, are you? You're drifting.
Have you seen Interstellar?
No, I haven't, and people keep asking me about it.
Because it's trying to propose new myths about the nature of consciousness. I mean, in a way, it's really brilliant. In another way, it's just like a Twilight Zone episode where, what? The aliens is us in the future?
Right.
It's that a bit, isn't it? It's like us in the future, clever coming back to El Paso.
Is there
now.
aliens in it?
No, the aliens is us in the future.
A lot of it has been done on Star Trek.
Oh, you're
Really?
such a square.
No, I am seriously. I
lot
sat
of it.
there with
A
my
lot of
arms
it's been
folded.
done on Star
Yeah,
Trek.
I'm proper Trekkie.
He's into everything, isn't he?
really?
He's bloody. He's into Hulk, Spider-Man on his T-shirt right now. Married.
Godzilla.
Anything
Godzilla.
square, he loves it.
Yeah.
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 No,
What have you got there? Matthew Morgan with some Shakespeare in front of him. Now, there's a visual oxymoron. There's a jarring paradox. Matt
In
and culture.
Celtic folklore, Puck is a mischievous nature sprite, demon or fairy. In folklore, Puck is also known as Robin Goodfellow, not Robin Longfellow.
Well,
Robin
And
Goodfellow.
Puck was
And I
also a
mean,
member
Long
of-
was the biggest lie of the whole piece.
Puck was also a member of Alpha Flight, that was a Marvel comic group in the 80s.
Oh,
There you
God.
go.
God, why do you have to make everything more square for? I would live... Oh, I don't want to live in either of them places. I mean, there's them little neon creatures that live right down at the bottom of the sea. They're all right, aren't they? All, you know.
What I like about deep sea is to come back, you've got to come up slowly at the speed that like an oxygen bubble would come up. Otherwise,
Why?
you get the bends.
I like the
You'll
bends.
burst. You won't like it.
Bring it on!
No, it kills you.
Bring it on!
Nitrogen or something in your blood kills you.
What about Radiohead? Baby's Got the Bends. They were all right.
Yes, they did live through that. Song that they wrote.
Exactly, Matthew. Exactly. Space, I mean, all right. I mean, I remember I've got a trip to space anytime I want it, and I don't want to go.
Space is quite scary because when you leave planet Earth, you go through the Van Allen belt of like radiation. Right?
Ooh, what's that?
Radiation. You know what
Belt
it is?
of it.
Yeah, it's just floating around. It comes from the sun or whatever. I don't
You've
know.
got to pass through a belt of
You've
that.
got to pass through that. All astronauts go through it. So you do get a big dose of
All
radiation.
astronauts
Every time
go
you fly
through
on a plane, you get quite a large dose of radiation, more than X-rays.
When do you read all this? You don't sleep, do you? What's going on? Radiation, nuclear
Oh,
bunkers.
these are interesting facts. I don't go, oh no, I'm getting too much radiation by going on
You
a plane.
do.
I think the plane might crash.
You're
Don't worry about
such
the
a
radiation.
Silly sod. Right,
That's
so
not silly.
well, you're worried about radiation. You want to live in a nuclear bunker.
You're not worried about things enough.
Is that our relationship?
I
That's
would
the
have thought
axis,
MI5 would have bumped you off already. I'd be scared saying overthrow the government. I don't think.
Over for it. I like this show because it's a relief for me from being under all that
I
pressure.
know, you've created a mad world. Of,
I'm
that
the
people,
second most.
people
I'm
turn to you
basically in
for-
charge.
People literally. So if 9/11 happened again, right, something like that, they'd go,
Russell, what are we going to do? Russell?
Russell Brand.
Whee! Robin Longfellow has been consulted on this. Yeah, but that's because I think that's why. Because of a humanistic approach where you've got to have a laugh. You don't have to be all square and boring all the time to deal with the world's
but-
problems, or
yeah.
indeed at all. I'm very, very funny.
You should
Lovely
promote your
guy.
documentary a bit more in this.
Come and see my documentary, Emperor's New Clothes. And who's that starring? Why, it's Russell. And what format is it? Documentary. And who directed it, though, old Russ? Why, it's Winterbottom, of course. Is it good? Not really. No, yeah, of course it is. It's bloody
Have you
brilliant.
seen it?
No. I don't watch things that I do anymore. Remember me, straight home from Big Brother's Big Mouth, on goes the telly, watch
I do
old...
remember that.
Did
I
you have
remember
to
we-
watch them?
Yeah.
Go on.
I didn't work on that show, but when we did MTV,
Yeah.
you'd get VHSs of the shows that you did, and it was just a call-in show. It wasn't worth re-watching. He'd re-watch it and re-watch it, and if everyone in the room wasn't quiet, shush! And then he'd sit there mouthing it like he'd watched it so many times.
Yes,
And that wasn't the weirdest thing around that time, because
What else
that
went
was
on?
around the time we used to watch the weather and say to me, look, if you really focus, you can make the weather person make a mistake. focus his mind to try and put newsreaders off and stuff.
Mate, come round. I'm really pissed off with Michael Burke.
Look at this moment here.
Yeah.
Burke makes a mistake. It's because of me drilling into his mind.
I did it. I can control Burke, and I can control the world. And soon people will turn to me, Matthew. They will turn to me. G said that. They used to remember when we first met, like seeing me slumped over the foil or hitting up a crack pipe going, oh, I'll be in charge.
I know. It was mental because you used to say it and then it sort of happened.
Yeah. I know, and I ain't even finished. I'm going to actually do these things. It's all going to actually happen.
What?
Governments are going to fall, new global systems created, and who's in charge? Why, it's old Russ, of course, me and Robin Longfellow, marching merrily down the streets, running systems of government. What an absolute arseache for everybody. Now,
when's it going to happen?
It's happening already. I've got all this new economic terrorism. I mean, guerrilla economics that I'm doing. It's brilliant. You'll love it. I can't tell you on here, but it's all. Oh no, I told you, didn't I?
No, I remember that thing you told me. It's mental, yeah.
Brilliant. We're going to start that up soon. And not only do we get to smash a few corporations, we get the money. And then we can invest that money however we want. It's a brilliant system. I've got this economist who's worked it all out. It's going to be fine. Anyway, don't worry about that now, because we've got an email here from, what's this? A couple arrested selling tickets to heaven. That's the kind of huckster sham that I would be nicked for doing. An American couple have been arrested over the weekend for selling golden tickets to heaven to hundreds of people. Tito and Amanda Watts, who sold the tickets on the street for $99.99.
Like Michael Jackson's brother.
Were made from solid gold, and each ticket reserved a spot for heaven. That sounds like a nice idea. How much are these tickets? $9.99. Do they want to come on the show? What's the point of all this? The tickets are solid gold. Jesus gave them to me behind the KFC and said to sell them, says Tito, so I can get some money to go to outer space. I met an alien named Stevie. I mean, this is actually quite good stuff, actually.
Well, it leads into that's telling that they were smoking a lot of crack.
I've got a flying saucer made of crack cocaine. You can smoke all the crack cocaine, all that you want, totally free. So try and send an innocent man to jail and see what happens. You should arrest Jesus, because he's the one that gave me the golden tickets and told me to sell them. I'm willing to wear a wire and set Jesus up. Police also raided Watts' house where they confiscated over 10 grand in cash, 5 crack pipes and a baby alligator.
Blimey.
Cute that he's got a pet.
What a baby alligator hasn't quite got, like that's going to backfire, isn't it, when that grows up?
Yeah. I'm an alligator.
Should have left it with him. So I don't know why anyone would actually trust this guy to.
Well, don't buy tickets to heaven from a crack addict.
Ticket to heaven, just admit one. They wrote admit one on them.
Don't you try and pass that to someone else. Like, remember in the old days with bus tickets, you could drop it on the floor, and then the other mate could pick it up. Other person gets in.
You can't do that now because your Oyster card on a London bus won't go in again.
All of my hard-earned techniques for fare dodging basically useless now. Well, except you can still use sneaking behind someone. I used it the other day. I got a tube somewhere for some reason, nostalgia, I can't remember. And I went in behind someone. Still works. Hang on,
why are you doing that if we don't need to? Have you got an Oyster card?
No.
Haven't you?
No.
No, he doesn't know about those things.
I know about it. Oyster.
How'd you get out of the tube?
Sneak out behind someone else.
What?
Sneak about. Just sneak about. And people will, and if the person goes, hey, why are you sneaking out? I go, don't affect you. They go, well, it does affect me because ticket price will go up to absorb it. I go, no, mate. Shut up.
It affects me because you've put Robin Longfellow on my back to get through here.
At no extra charge, sir. How about that? You don't get that on the way to Uxbridge or on the Metropolitan line.
That's how they'll get you, to stop you doing a revolution. They'll get you on something trivial.
Fair dodging.
Yeah.
Russel Brand was shot dead for fair dodging the other day. Crikey, what a way to go. At least I went out with me and held eye and Longfellow slopping about. Okay, right, so I've advertised Emperor's New Clothes, a film I'm in. Go and see that. Screenings on the 21st. Those have happened on the 24th of April.
Advertising, you say?
There's nothing wrong with advertising as long as that product does lead to revolution. If you want to send us an email, you can. Russell and Matt at audioboom.com. Do a jingle, then do your advert.
Do a jingle?
Well, then it lead into an advert.
Sonic telepathy.
It's a bit low energy.
But they tried their best and they're to be applauded.
That's not too bad.
Who was it? You never know, do you?
I do know.
You never know.
If there's one thing I always do, it's know who... No, I haven't got
Who was it?
Thing. Oh, hang on.
Pat Ribsy.
Number 7.
Number 7, that's good. There ain't a number 7 on here. Only goes
number
up to
10.
5.
Oh, I don't bloody know. It was someone. Birchbox.
Yeah.
is a product where they send you a box full of grooming samples and stylish accessories. Head over to birchbox.com and use promo code Russell to get 100 Birchbox points with the purchase of your subscription. That's $10 to spend towards your new favourite products. Birchbox.com.
What I like you doing the adverts is you've got naturally quite a sarcastic tone of voice.
Have I?
Yeah, it sounds like you're not doing it properly, even though I know you're trying your hardest.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, like now when you're talking, you've gone back to being normal you. But
Well, I'll do it as normal me then.
try. Well, no, I
better
can't
pay
keep
twice for this.
advertising it.
Head over to birchbox.com and
See, it
use
sounds
promo...
sarcastic. Sounds like you hate Birchbox.
Well, I kind of do. Go on, you do it then.
See that thing Matt was on about?
doing it.
It's good as gold, that stuff.
Say birch. That's not...
Shoebox.
Say birch.
I won't do it, Matt.
Say birch.
I won't play your
All right,
silly
say
little
bitch.
games.
Say bitch.
I'm not gonna denigrate women, yeah? I wouldn't do that. This is Russell Brand talking, yeah?
He's taking an hour off that.
Once a week for an hour, I stop the I'm not into misogyny. When I was misogynistic, that was a slip-up.
What?
It was just a long slip-up. I didn't mean it. That's culture. Anyway, I apologise
Yeah, no,
for
blind
that.
culture.
Bloody culture. This is from Natasha, a woman who I respect as an equal. Hello, Matt and Russell. I have an idea for a weekly feature in the podcast that will combine telephone calls and audience participation, giveaways, and Russell singing memorable 80s TV theme tunes. This is the perfect item. It's called Russell Sings. So, and Matt, you intro it. This is the premise. Listeners suggest 80s, 90s TV show theme songs for Russell Sing. Listeners would then submit their mobile phone numbers by email for the chance to get a call. If the listener can guess the TV show and prefaces their answer with the word Russell Sings, they win a token. It's quite complex. Anyway, you can win a coffee in the True Era Caf, my Caf, a true. Well, it's actually collective, communally owned. It's not my Caf.
How is that going?
It's a lot of pressure. I'm like Basil Fawlty hurtling around that place, punching people. Right, God Christ, where's the green juices? Oh, all the ingredients. Oh, where's that delivery? Manuel!
Have you dinged anyone on the head with a spoon?
Yeah, I've had dinged a few people on the head with a spoon. It's enough hard running a cafe, even when you're not really running it, just turning up to moan and be frantic for 5 minutes a couple of times a day. Pressure.
You put money into it and stuff?
All of the money.
Really? So it could...
Well, it don't matter to me.
Well, no, but you want it to flourish, don't you?
Flourish, start more things for more people.
What if it
It's
starts a whole
collective.
chain? Is that the idea?
Give it away. Give
Really?
it away.
Yeah, but no, because if
I
it
don't-
employs people who were
Drug
ex-junkies
addicts
and stuff,
Yep,
then that's
yep.
quite good, isn't it?
That's good, getting them back to work. The problem is with drug addicts is they're a pain in the arse. As you know, you're friends with me.
Yeah.
It's annoying, isn't it?
Well,
at
no,
least
but I
with
mean...
me, I am me, so I can put up with that.
Yeah.
But with someone else,
Well, they're ex-junkies,
still a nuisance. The thing that makes people drug addicts, that don't go nowhere. Look at me now. I've been annoying all the time you've known me. Annoying when I was a drug addict, annoying now I'm not one. Annoying.
Yeah, but
RB.
I think you're just annoying. Maybe it's nothing to do with drug addiction.
Could be. Maybe I was less annoying on the old drugs. I mean, at least I wound
You're
down.
quite low energy on the old heroin.
It took the wind out of my sails, didn't it? for a couple of hours
middle of
a
a
day.
sentence sometimes. Well, the thing is... It's gone again.
What a silly arse.
Go on then. So this item, yeah,
This item from Natasha
sounds a bit professional for us.
sounds. I just when I heard how many layers of production were involved, I nearly cried.
Yeah.
From like it just was beyond me, actually beyond me as a concept.
So you've discarded it.
Yeah, it's gone. It's
Thanks,
gone.
though.
Come on, Matthew, do an item of something.
What?
No, don't just reach for your bloody birch box.
Well, I've done all my adverts now, so I can actually relax.
This is your own time now.
What's this? Telephone Neighbours. Right, yeah, look. Sorry to say, Matt, but your game Telephone Neighbours has already been invented by the Belgians. Yeah, we knew that. He's been doing it just by texting random numbers, this guy. The first ever telephone neighbour was a Bolton-based man. His name is Simon, but he preferred to be called Uncle Vern. I bet he did. By both his friends and me, his new telephone neighbour. He texted him saying, "I love you," to which, he texted him and he said thanks. An unusual dialogue unfurled over the coming days, with neither side acknowledging the bizarre nature of the conversations. After a couple of weeks, they started phoning each other, and he was...
What's so told me? Someone just got sucked into a new relationship
trying to
as
see
a
where
result.
this leads, because I don't want Uncle Vern to have stepped outside the law with this young man. No, he lost his phone, so he lost Uncle Vern, and no one was abused at all.
Well, that's another positive email,
Yeah.
which we escape with our dignity.
When I worked in a factory once, when I was at university, I used to come back and work in a factory, right? Because I had worked in the office upstairs, so it was like upstairs, downstairs. I went to university and then needed money, so in the summer I'd come back and work in the factory, so it was really awful.
You saw both sides of life?
I saw both sides of life, and I was never accepted again in either of the, upstairs, downstairs
Never
situations.
Will be. What was it like down the factory?
You had to lock... the pranks that people did on you were terrible. You had to lock your phone in your drawer, because we were soldering stuff and doing, electronic stuff. Otherwise, they'd get your phone, and you used to be able to do send to all. Do you remember that? And they'd send, I've done something really bad, I've killed someone, or Mum, I'm gay, or just awful things.
Is it where that man did that
phone.
Bit of swearing? That stupid fucking pig-nosed bit of old cunt.
Yeah, someone said that.
That's
remembered.
Stupid fucking pig-nosed bit of old cunt.
Yeah.
That's a terrible piece of swearing.
A man said that about this woman from upstairs. See, there was a real rivalry. And he did. It was musical, the way he went, stupid fucking pig-nosed bit of old cunt.
Stupid fucking pig-nosed bit of old cunt. It's
I don't think we can use that. It's so misogynistic.
Right, let's present
Bit of old...
If it's a man and he's still a stupid fucking pig-nosed bit of old cunt, I mean, it's still bad, but at least it's not misogynistic.
It's really stuck in my head, that.
Well, it's rhythmic.
It is rhythmic. How's it stuck in your head?
Because of the same reason.
Yeah.
I like a bit of rhythm, don't I?
When I worked down there, the drill jumped and when you were drilling, it would scratch the thing and you had to repaint it, right? And this bloke said once, hurry up and paint that, it doesn't have to be a Mozart. And I really laughed and looked around and no one else reacted to it. I mean, I was out of my depth there. Or they were out of their depth.
Someone was out of their depth. Good, because Mozart's got the word art in it, so why not consider it, broadly speaking, to be...
No, it was stupid.
There's no way out for him. Matt, come and interview me about Hollywood.
Worst job you've done, then?
Worst job? Worst job? I murdered someone once. I didn't like washing the dishes in Pizza Hut.
What? I never knew you did that.
I didn't do it. No, I operated the dishwasher in Pizza Hut as part of my trial.
He's done a mime, so there's obviously a real memory there. He's mimed pulling something down.
Does a mime indicate real memory?
Well, yeah, it's very hard to lie.
Mime?
Yeah, if you were lying, you wouldn't have just done that. That shows that there was a physical memory.
I'm going to use that next time I am lying. Russell, why are these knickers in the bed? I'm trying to get my testosterone levels up. And then I'll point up aggressively. He can't be lying. Yeah. I had to be in charge of the dishwasher machine, pull down that lever, hated it.
How old were you?
15 or 16, something like that.
That's too young to be employed by Pizza Hut.
And they were breaking the law. And it was a trial, and at the end of the trial, I didn't get it.
I did a trial at Boots and didn't get it.
What's wrong with us? We're not fit for Pizza Hut. We're not fit for Boots. What? When?
I used to get searched every time I left Boots by the store detective. Used to go around my belt, in my shoes, everything.
There's no need for that.
I hid the money inside my pen. I rolled it up and put it in a pen.
You thought about that, haven't you? I once got done for shoplifting from Boots white mascara. And
I remember that.
I had to go to a police cell. As a consequence,
white mascara that you used to do your hair up like Vanilla Ice.
That's right. Not to do up my...
Yes, it was. You told me.
This was a different crime. That crime of stealing the white mascara was to white out my eyebrows to play a part when I was learning to be an actor at a drama... all debris fell out the roof on me then. To be an actor in drama school. I was playing the part as Des Liner.
Why were you... What?
I was doing some acting.
Surely they're going to supply the eyebrow whitening. They're going to nick it.
I don't know. I think I was on edge. So I stole that and I'd whitened myself. I mean, I was cool.
That must have been embarrassing.
An embarrassing thing.
What are you doing with this, sir? Well, you see, I've got a plum roll.
I play the part of Volpone, a.k.a. the Fox. He's a wise and elderly fellow, and to get into character, officer, I'm going to need to white out the old brows.
So did you explain that to the police, that was what it was for?
Yeah, I tried to look like I knew what I was doing. I mean, what was my other... Oh, yeah, the Vanilla Ice incident you're referring to is when I snipped some blonde hair out of my dad's girlfriend's dog and then sprayed it into the front of a quiff to be a Vanilla Ice blonde bit. And what could be more natural than snipping a blonde bit out of a dad's girlfriend's dog and hair
How old were you
when...
Was that on your way to Pizza Hut, you thought?
Must have been about that age, because that's when Ice Ice Baby was happening.
That is a bonkers way to go, but did it work?
Not really, Matt. I mean,
well,
given
look
that
at me now, I'm famous.
So yes, that's another success. I mean, the end game there would have been to meet and seduce women. or girls as they would have been then as I was a child. But it wasn't a total triumph, no, because I was a man with dog hair sprayed into the front of a Vanilla
He'd
Ice.
committed a crime like that, and they found there's a lock of hair. Let's get the DNA.
Hold on a minute.
That man was a dog.
It's a Labrador man's committing these crimes. Let's let him off. He's a genius. OK, why don't we summarise a show that frankly lost its way a bit towards the end with the poetry of Mr. G. G, have you even written a poem? Look at you, look
We're
frantic.
going down a bunker. We're going to do a nuclear
All
bunker
right.
show.
In the future, we'll do shows down bunkers. Well,
With
should we
Mike.
give this poem to Bunker Man?
Give it to Mike.
Mike the Bunker Man?
Yeah.
I hope he's in the poem, G. G's still writing the poem even now. What a last-minute escapade.
Whoa.
Like a honeymoon gift.
It's only what?
Go on, then.
20 minutes? I don't even know. Okay. This poem's called Beneath the Surface. Beneath the Surface. Thank you. There's a world beyond the known, beyond the norm, beyond the circus, where the troglodytes will call you below the earth beneath the circus. Houses are built with cards. The government owns all bunkers. Every few years they offer golden tickets, chocolate ballads, Willy Wonkers. One Longfellow is looking for love, wanting to control the heavens above, but yearning for a bubble of reality, yet lost for words to describe his stuff.
Woo! Well done! Well done! Well done, Mr. G, for summarising all that with a poem. I am not a crook. How about that for an impression of Richard Nixon in 2015 for a mostly English audience?
I just want to do an advert. We'll do
Why?
my own advert.
What are you gonna advertise?
I've got my own audio boom channel with my own poems. So if you want to go check out poems that have taken longer than 20, 30 minutes to write, you can check them out. Mr. G.
Mr. G on
Oh,
Audio
he's
Boom.
flourishing.
He's got his own channel.
Old channel on Audio Boom.
Own channel there. I hope I get a percentage of that, because I don't see that could have possibly happened without my input. We'll talk after the show about that.
Longfellow needs a cut.
Longfellow has spoken. So, should we give that poem to Mike?
Yeah, I like Mike, and I think we should do a show from
A bunker
that,
and a
the
one from a
bunker.
prison.
What? Oh yeah, we are doing one from a prison. No, let's just do a bunker.
Why?
That's kind
Why
of a
don't you want to
prison.
go and get in with the prisoners?
It's more of the same, isn't it? People don't want that. Yeah, no, we could do a prison.
All right, join
Let's
us.
do one from your calf as well.
Ooh, down a calf.
Yeah.
We will be doing shows from. Will you vote with your emails and go on that comments board, because sometimes I'm on there pretending to be me. Go to the True Era Cafe. No, go to the. Well, now you tell us what you want: a prison, a bunker, or True Era Cafe. We'll probably do them all, but you can decide the order.
But
Anything
do go
else?
to the True Era Cafe, because Russell's sometimes there, and you might get to see him disciplining his staff.
Now see here, if you think crack can be a cruel master, you've obviously not met me. Pass me that spoon with which I shall now punish thee. If you thought the spoon was cruel when you were using it to cook up the brown, then it'll be crueler now.
Now eat this wooden stick, this stirrer. Chew it up!
Well done, take the rest of the week off.
Brought to you by Audio Boom.